Welcome to Pagan Crafting, where art and magic intertwine. Today we're going to be crafting a phoenix wand. This is something that we're going to be calling the fire of the sun, the transformational abilities of the phoenix, being guided by solar energy, masculine strength, and the essence of transformation. This wand is perfect for summer rituals, fire spells, transformational healing, stepping into your radiant transformational power. Let's craft together and summon the sun together today. On today's video, we're going to learn how to make this wand. But first, before I show you how I made this wand, I'm going to be doing a simple blessing to help activate this wand. And then after that, join me as we craft this beautiful wand together. So the supplies you're going to need for this blessing is your completed wand, a yellow or gold candle, a bowl of solar charged water. You can use a feather for optional. Incense, you could use is cinnamon, frankincense, and sandalwood. I was using sandalwood there, as well as frankincense. Solar charged, beautiful blend to put together. You're going to set your space facing south, the direction of fire. You're going to light your candle and incense. You see me here cleansing myself before the blessing ritual. Cleansing my artistic hands, the arms that guide them, my heart, solar plexus, root, and my feet to walk the right path. Gather your wand and hold your wand over the smoke and say, "Feather and flame, wood and gold, rise from the ashes fierce and bold. Wand of sun and phoenix flight, burn the truth and shine the light." Now dip your fingers in the water and touch your third eye and your crown. Touch the wand lightly. I'm touching the citrine to balance fire with clarity and purpose. Now I have phoenix oil here. You could use whichever sun anointing oil or phoenix or fire oil that you see that would match the energies of your wand. I'm anointing the citrine crystal as well as the tips of each black feather. Charging up with phoenix energy, this phoenix solar wand will be enhanced. Now hold to your heart, close your eyes, and visualize it glowing with golden fire. Whisper your intent to the wand. Say, "I awaken this wand in the name of transformation, courage, and sacred power. By the fire of the sun and the wings of the phoenix, this wand is blessed, and so it is." Gather your objects that you would like to use for your phoenix wand. Gather things that represent the phoenix or solar energy to you. Maybe it could be a citrine crystal, solar crystal. I like to choose pieces of driftwood that I find down by the lake, by the ocean. You could find any type of driftwood or wood that you'd like. You can sand it down. You can leave it raw. I like the sun-bleached driftwood that has been cleaned up by the water and the sun. For this project, I've used cinnamon here to cleanse my artistic items. Now you could use different things like amber, citrine, sunstone, sun-themed charms, solar disc flames, natural twine. You could use yellow or golden or orange ribbon. You could use optional herbs like cinnamon, calendula, or metallic paint, runes, or solar symbols in this object or craft project. You may also choose to use a wood burner and burn in symbols along the staff of your wand. There are many possibilities when building a Phoenix transformational wand, and it is unique to each individual. Starting off with some faux leather. I'm going to be wrapping starting from black to burgundy to orange to yellow, creating a handheld wand. Now I am going to glue some hot glue down this as less as possible because it tends to seep through the leather bits. So I'm just using a tiny little dot to secure it into place and then start the wrap. With each wrap, I take my time. I think about what this wand is going to be doing for me, and this is going to be a healing wand in my shamanic practice. I'm going to use the feathers of the wand to brush over the person as I work my magic. Using different color correspondences are strongly powerful to me. Each one is selected for its purpose, and each one has a task. Securing the last of the leather piece, I cut it on quite a severe angle, so it actually finishes quite nicely and nice and tight, and it looks like it's wrapped. So it's a fun way to just finish it off and keep everything looking very clean without having to do any knots. Now I have these wonderful little metal pieces I forgot about. I've used up all my silver, all my steampunk ones just about, but I have tons of gold left. I don't work with gold a lot. Not at all, but I think using gold with the Phoenix wand is very fitting. These little devices are going to help me pinch the feathers together and create a little loop and a hook so I can adhere it onto my wand. Starting with some beautiful black feathers. I'm going in order of purple, then red, orange, and then gold. Now, just pondering different configurations, I've laid out a few patterns to play with. But in the end, I went with a very fun one. So here I'm playing around with ideas. I kind of wanted black to purple to red to orange to yellow, progressing upwards. But the feathers I had were very oblong. I try to use what I have, basically. I try not to go out and buy. So I could have gotten and gone and bought more. See, I don't have enough red here. Bought more feathers for this project to make it perfect, but nothing in life is perfect. So I really like to use what I have first in my arsenal before I purchase anything. If not, you know what? I just make do. So here I'm going to go black, purple, and then we're going to go purple, red. And then the next feather will be red, orange, orange, yellow, and then yellow, yellow. I feel using all the big fluffy ones, and this one is going to be the way to go because some of these are bent, some of these are too small, and I really want to have it when I heal someone or hover this wand over someone. I want to feel that it's going to be like a wing passing over them. This feather of wands is going to be a transformational energy. I'm going to be using the spirit of the phoenix. Now taking the energy of the phoenix into this wand whenever I'm putting anything together, such as when I was binding the handle, I'm putting in my intention. I'm putting in my thought process. And here's how these little guys work. I absolutely love them and totally forgot I even had them. I was doing another project. And they simply just bend into each other and they fold on just like a little overlap, one over the other. I'm going to continue on here doing purple first, this time with red over top. Now purple could be for like a psychic color, could be for intention, the third eye, the red, passion, action. The orange is for an intellectual, emotional feeling, yet it is also good for attraction. Now the yellow is also very intellectual. It's very thinking. It's not a feeling. It's a logical color. It's a happiness color. It's a drawing in the joy and great energy and the solar energy that comes with. See, just play around with the different configurations and find what works for you. There is no right or wrong. There is simply just let it go. Art is chaotic. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here I'm going to be using some copper wire along my wand. Now this is going to help enhance, charge up my wand, and I'm using it to activate the energies of the wand. Copper is an amazing, amazing conductor. And I like using this in many of my wands, and I simply just bind it and wind it. As you do this, you could ask for protection from the copper, from the metal, from the sun. You can do an overlay. You can just have at the base of the handle. And I'm using a little bit more in the center of the wand just for aesthetics. It just looks cool. And I'm doing another wrap going all the way back up. I like the crisscross pattern. Simply, that's all. What this wire is that I'm using is simply, I found it in the dollar store, in the hardware department, and I think it's just fine wire that you could use in gardening. Adding each feather on as I bind, I'm going to add some gemmed sand to my wand now. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, my friends, I'm going to add the gem dust first, and then I'm going to add some Mod Podge. So I've used the citrine first, and the citrine is ruled by the fire, the planetary ruler sun. It's masculine. It's for abundant success, solar empowerment, clears negativity, and energizes a spell work, stimulates the mind and personal will. It's good for solar magic. Yellow aventurine is also good for fire, sun, masculine. It boosts confidence, self-worth, and balances the solar plexus chakra. It helps out with decision making and manifestation and brings joy and focused action. I'm just playing around here in the sand and adding the Mars, the masculine symbol, into the energy of the sand. The Hessonite garnet is good for its planetary ruler is Mars or the sun. The element is fire. It's masculine. Enhances willpower, creative fire, clears karmic energy, past life residue, and attracts abundance, a spiritual success, great for warriors, leaders, and mystics. I love the Hessonite garnet. It is great for shamanic uses. adding my Mod Podge here and giving it a great mix. Now this is going to dry clear, and it's going to leave the gem sand behind. Now I'm adding that to the top of my wand. And when this dries, it'll look so cool. You won't see any of the glue anymore. It'll be subtle. It won't be sparkly. It won't be like glitter on it, which you could totally do. I would add some mica powder, or if you have gold glitter, that might be beautiful on your wand too. Now that that's dry, don't judge. I'm hot gluing a crystal a little bit. Just a little dollop, just a little bit. I'm not hurting him. But we're going to add this little citrine. I really want some crystals on this wand, and I really couldn't find a home for all the little citrines I had in the beginning of the video. So I think something cool to activate the tip of this wand. I'm going to do a little simple wire wrap. We're just going to wrap it around, and I'm going to show you a little trick to make it look pretty. So simply just wind it around, throw down your intention, ask the crystal what you would like it to do for you. Let him know that it's found a new home and all the wonderful things that it's going to do, the people it's going to help. Remember, each crystal has an ancestor in it, a spirit to help guide you. Now, depending on what your driftwood looks like, or your piece of wood that you chose for your wand. Now, this wand doesn't need to be a certain length, but some faiths, some religions do require a wand to be at a specific length, so that is up to you to determine that. But this wand for me was the feel, the handle, the shape. I wanted a wing. I wanted a wing to be able to brush over the people that I work on and help heal. So this one has a bit of an arch to it, which works out for me quite well. Now that we've tucked in all the wire, what we're going to do here is just grab a piece of wire and do one quick turn to the left or to the right, half turn, and it creates a little bit of a zigzag pattern, which looks really pretty actually, but it actually tightens the wire even more onto your crystal. So it gives it a little bit of a flavor and tightens it right up for you. And there you can see the dried gem sand too, very subtle. So that is it. That is our beautiful phoenix wand. By the fire of the sun and the wings of the phoenix, this wand is complete. And so it is. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. And let me know if you have a desired feathered wand and a theme that you would love to make. Let me know if you're going to make a phoenix wand and what would you do with it.